And while American tech giants struggle to get their act together, in China, tech CEOs are planning their departure. Chinese entrepreneurs are leaving their own companies. 3 top CEOs have stepped down well before their prime. What for? To daydream, says one of them. Our next report tells you how China's crackdown on big tech may be forcing entrepreneurs into early retirement.
Zhang Yiming was the brain behind TikTok. The app may be banned in India, but TikTok still remains a global sensation. And yet, Zhang plans to leave the company he built. Why? He says he prefers to daydream instead. This man is the CEO of ByteDance. His departure might have shocked the world. But it's hardly the exception. It's becoming a bit of a trend in China. Billionaire tech CEOs are suddenly leaving their companies. In March, Colin Huang suddenly left Pinduoduo, a technology platform that sells fruits and vegetables. Colin Huang says he wants to focus on philanthropy. Before him, Jack Ma retired as chairman of the Alibaba Group in 2019 and stepped down from the company's board in 2020. In the same year, Jack Ma ran into trouble with Chinese regulators. He disappeared from the public eye. The $34 billion Ant Group IPO was called off. In April, reports say that the Ant Group was looking for a way for Jack Ma to exit the company. What is driving China's CEO out of their companies? Is it the government's crackdown? Experts believe they could be leaving to avoid a run-in with the Communist Party. The Chinese state had once hailed the achievements of big tech. Now it is cracking down on the same companies, just to keep them in line. Major players have been asked to pay billions of dollars in fines. Alibaba was asked to shell out $2.8 billion. The company was pronounced guilty of breaking China's anti-monopoly law. The fine against Alibaba was the largest corporate penalty in the history of China. Internet media company Tencent that owns WeChat faces similar charges. Reports suggest it could be asked to cough up $1.5 billion. The Communist Party has inflicted punishment on the entire industry. The question is why? China watchers say Beijing was concerned about the growing clout of the tech giants, especially privately held companies. So it brought in a new framework to control the entire sector and made an example out of high-profile companies. The crackdown began with Jack Ma and the Ant Group and swept the entire industry. By the end of April this year, China had fined as many as 11 tech companies. Billionaires have read the writing on the wall. They're leaving the spotlight. Bureau Report, World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.